Today's episode is a very special one because we will take DavinciJ15 himself and actually discover the crazy next price targets for Bitcoin, also for Ethereum, and for a secret altcoin in the end. We will cover his exact trading strategy, his entry points, his exit points. We will cover all of that and lay down his strategy, how he is planning to crush that market right now. So if you are looking forward to that, make sure you smash up the like button and you stay here for the whole duration of the video. And now we want to come into the most important question of today. DavinciJ15, how are you doing today, my man?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking, Chris. I've been walking a lot. I'm doing 10,000 steps a day, and man, my feet has gone through the ringer, and it hurts sometimes. Yesterday was a very painful day for me, but I will survive. I will get through it, and I'll be all 100% soon. So, how are you doing today, Chris?
I'm doing well also, but I must admit that I am not doing 10,000 steps a day. So, man, big shout out to you. Please, can you promise us one thing, that Bitcoin will actually hit 10,000 euros actually soon, or dollars? Or
No,
is that not possible? Don't tell us too much. I mean, we will get into the charts right now anyways. So, do not tell us all too much. We will cover now the price targets and the next crazy targets DavinciJ15 actually wants to share with us today in that special episode. Usually we are doing it sometimes on Saturday, but today we are doing it because the market is really setting up for something. So DaVinci, maybe can we go into the charts and you share some of your wisdom knowledge bombs with us?
Yeah, for sure. Let's take a look at the charts. And you know what, Chris, I was thinking about, I got an email the other day, right? We were telling people, hey, you know what, let's just let the market, we always tell people to let the market come to you. And we had this short here, right, which was a pretty big short. Actually, it wasn't 3-to-1, because it's really 2-to-1 we wanted to do. And it was right all the way down to 6,100. So this is where the area, and I was looking for a better short area somewhere up here. And I got email saying, hey, DaVinci, I shorted at 7,600, and it's going up. I don't know what to do.
That was not the entry.
Yeah, exactly. and I get it. It's because when you were watching the trade, when you're doing the trade, when you're watching a trade and stuff like that, and you're looking at the price screaming down at you, right? This is Bitcoin's in the 1 hour. Let's go to the 4 hour here. When you see these down moves, right? You want to get in. Oh my God, I got to get in. It's going down. This is how the market takes your money as well. Is because you get all emotional, whether it's going up or whether it's going down. You want to participate in the cash that can be made by these movements.
Exactly.
However, and you got to be shorting way up here, not down there.
Exactly. And also in the last episode, you didn't say that you will short right now in the immediate term. At the moment we did that episode, you said you are waiting for other price targets. You are waiting for a better entry, and you actually also shared that entry. So usually, guys, when you are watching that, obviously you have to do your own research, and watching that also, please listen if you want to blindly follow him, which is definitely not recommended. At least listen to the price targets he is trying to get in, or he's planning to get in. And DaVinci, we talked about something before, and that's very important, because now people might think, okay, so when it's going down, I should do the opposite and I should buy. When it's going up, I should do the opposite and I should sell. So actually doing the difference of like everyone else is doing it, this kind of CNBC kind of stuff. But actually, this is not really the way it goes. This is only half of the truth. What you actually should be doing at DaVinci, and us, we have been talking about that before, is not do the opposite of what everyone is doing. Do exactly the same of what everyone is doing, but do it before everyone is doing it. So that's actually the clue for real gains. So seeing the price to go up and you are panicking and you are trying to sell is not the right decision, but trying to buy just because it's going down is also not the right decision. do your TA and do it cold-blooded and try to figure out what's happening next, and then do it before everyone else is doing it, regardless whether it's the same or exactly the difference of everyone doing right now. So I just wanted to say that, DaVinci, before we go into the further analysis and check out what your actually next price targets, which are crazy, for Bitcoin are.
So yeah, you can see the momentum just faded on on this chart here, on this 4-hour chart. You see we had this huge dump and then another dump, and yeah, I can see how you get all excited. But take a look what happened, right? It went back up, it started to M out. You're thinking, yeah, it's going down, it's going down. Not really, because look, you lost momentum. This large dump ended with another dump, which lost momentum. So this one over here, you can see, yeah, it's not that big of a deal. On the RSI right here, you can see that it was actually moving upwards, the RSI. So that was a big indication that, hey, you know what, this thing was going to turn around. And I wouldn't be surprised once it does turn around that we get back way up at the 8,400 level and test this level here, test this trend line up here. Will it break down through this trend line? I don't know. Break through this trend line? I don't know. We have to wait and see. Basically, let's take a look at what the fibs are saying, telling us. Okay, right now we have to battle through the 38.2. It has to break through that first before we can even see it come up to the 61.8, which is at 8,400, and then decide what to do with the short. We should look for shorting opportunities on the lower time frame once it gets into this area up here. That's where you want to be short, is right here.
So let me make that clear with a question, DaVinci. So you are not going short right now at this price target. You are waiting for a better entry starting at 8,400?
Exactly. So if I want to get short, I want to get short there. I don't want to get short in down here when we've already made a huge dump. Sorry, don't. I don't chase markets.
Yes.
They come to me. Let the market come to you.
Let the market come to you, man.
So this is where I would be going short, and then I'd be looking for shorting opportunities. Let's just get that clear. Looking for shorting opportunities in this area because you know what, the market will tell me what to do. So if it breaks through this trend line, I'm not looking at a short here, okay? Because it's doing something different, right? So it all depends on what the market does when it gets up here. So that's at the 8,400 levels where we start looking and hunting shorts. As for will it get up there? It's anybody's guess. It looks like it will. I was thinking maybe it might try to break out. It might try to scare out the people at this level here at 8,800. Really get the bulls going. If it gets up there really fast on a quick candle, stick up, move, and then come back into the below the line here. Only to blow out the knob stops, because there's a lot of stops, right? Short stops up here who are doing shorts, and then we're going to be selling. You know what? I'm going to set my stop loss here. So what the banks love to do is go after the shorts.
Yes.
All right. So be careful. If your stop loss is here, it actually should be way up here, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. All right, so what you're doing right now is you are standing still. I mean, you are having your holding portfolio actually, but with your trading portfolio, you are standing still. You're waiting for better entry targets and then going short as the last point now for Bitcoin. And that's also very important. We have your entry, but what's actually your exit? So is that still the 6,100, or are you starting to close your position already more above, cost averaging out or so?
Yeah, I think I would hold for the 6,100, move my stops along the way as it progresses. If we do get in on the shorts, but we're gonna have to take a look and see what happens. Bitcoin seems to be in a serious bullish phase here. It doesn't want to to take the elevator down to new floor, to new levels, to right down to hell. So usually that's what it does whenever it does whenever Bitcoin does a massive bullish run like this. But you know what? We're still early, because taking a look at this particular candlestick pattern. If it ends anywhere, it doesn't matter, as long as it doesn't end as a if we like zoom in on it here. Hang on. This candlestick pattern is very, very, very bearish. Once because it's basically a fractal, and it's also an empire, and so if it breaks this bottom piece here, this bottom low here, look out! It's the elevator all the way down.
Wow. So good to know, Da Vinci, but also on the flip side, you will try to go into that short trade, and then once the prices go lower and lower into that, for example, as we can see it here, the long-term trading location, you will move your stop losses, so you will take profits when the tides turn, actually, because you don't want to have that 100% certainty that we are going to 6,100. But once you are in the profit, you will start moving your stop loss orders, which is actually also a great thing, because especially in a very bullish movement like that, you never know, maybe things change in the end, and that can really absorb the whole profits you have already made.
Exactly. Yeah. It's been this bull run has been crazy and very frustrating for the shorts. So I'm decided to like move my short stop losses. If I get into this trade, I'm going to start moving stop losses all over the place until I am happy that this is going to happen. That's it for Bitcoin today. I hope that we do see. I hope we do get busted out here and we go to 10,000, right? Because everybody wants to go to the moon.
Yes. But if it
Right?
doesn't, Da Vinci, you have your game plan and you will profit heavily from that. Also, I wanted to say something very important for all the people who didn't get everything, or who maybe missed one or two price targets. We will also share the exact trading setup here on Coinigy in our Telegram group. The link is, as always, on top of the description down below and also in the pinned comment. So just feel free to join our Telegram group, and we will share all the exclusive trading setups in the group only for you guys. So now we are going to Ethereum, Da Vinci, and how is your view on Ethereum actually?
Well, Ethereum is pretty much the same, but except that we could see a huge gap here, indicating that, hey, you know what, prices want to come back into that area. That's fine with me. We have like this gap area, so, and you can see that it's setting up with an AB equals CD movement here, all the way up to that level, before it actually probably turns around. If it stops at this level here, that's not a good sign, because this is actually a bearish reversal pattern. It should Ethereum stop here at the 6100 level, from the AB equals CD. You have to be careful though, because it looks like it will be coming back to visit this area down here, because there's lots of gaps right in here, lots of bearish gaps in here and here. So look out, those gaps like to get filled every single time. So I would be careful with taking a long play here. Don't bet the farm, because you could get blown out. Make sure your stops are right about here, and don't be surprised if you get stopped out.
Yes. But so actually in the very short term, your price target for Ethereum is 260. As you also mentioned before, 261 due to that AB equals CD. But as you mentioned before, even if it goes down to like 210, 200 US dollars, you don't even care, because in the midterm, you are still looking out for the 450 Ethereum price.
Exactly. So
That
that's
sounds very
still in
bullish.
play. It's, even though if we come down to the 200 level, the reason why is because you could see Ethereum loves the 61.8, and I wouldn't be surprised if we if we come down to the 61.8 and test that level, which is at $200 there.
Yes.
So,
So very good to know, guys. So do not set your stop orders at $201 or so, because that can be very dangerous. But that being said, DaVinci, thank you so much for your outlook on Ethereum also, especially since it is still very bullish. Even though you think that 261 in the short term might be the end, and that we maybe even retrace back down to the 61.8, the target of $450 is still in place. So guys, with all that things, when we are sometimes like speculating on falling prices, do never forget that we are very, very bullish in the long term. Do never forget about that, because some people they are short forever because they joined the market in 2018. DaVinci, you wanted to talk about gold also quickly before we go into a third secret altcoin, which everyone knows actually.
Yeah, this is actually the old new altcoin. This is one of those
altcoin. Yeah, man, we can also see some heavy volatility in there. Oh, it's measured against Bitcoin. Wow. Okay, I can see it.
Exactly. So obviously, you want to match it against Bitcoin, right? This is one of those long-term savings vehicles, just like Bitcoin is right now. So you want to compare it with Bitcoin, and you see we hit the top here at the in February of this year of this market, and we've just been going straight down the price when priced in Bitcoin. The little yellow mellow looks like it has turned the corner, because it's doing the opposite on the weekly here for the price. You can see that we have an empire, just like an inverse empire. Basically, this is just basically upside down of the Bitcoin chart, the weekly chart. You can see, right, we got here, the fractal here, which is also considered an empire, and this is just the opposite looking chart here. We've got this downward movement. This what's it called? Now I forgot what the name of this is called. It's a doji candle.
Yes.
Doji candle, and then look, we got a doji gap, which is interesting. Usually, this is called a gap and go. We got a doji gap, and that actually is very bullish. Right there, the doji gap right here, you can see that there's a gap in the price, and although I like to say the gaps like to be filled, usually they get filled eventually, but first there's a explosive move up. If you look at all the gaps, this is called the moving gap, the basically explosion gap. Then there's a measuring gap, and then it rolls back and comes back down, or whatever, depending on which direction the market's going, and it will always come back and visit this gap. But you can see that there is profits to be made, and there's all kinds of gaps here that has to be filled, and so we could probably see this come up to this level up here, to the 0.09 Bitcoin. So, and I bet you any money that this is the what's it called, the 61.8 zone right up there.
Let's see.
Yes, it is. Right there, right where the gap is.
It is always, man.
So it's going to come up and fill up that gap, and then probably come back down to visit the gap down here. Yes. So look for that in the next between now and the end of the year.
Okay. Looking forward to that. Obviously, in that whole story, Bitcoin is the second actor, so we really have to Bitcoin to act accordingly, since they are not not always autocorrelated. But now let's go into the third altcoin, DaVinci, and it is probably one of your favorite, if not your favorite altcoin. And some people might say, oh no, you have a bias for Dash. Why are you covering Dash always? We have a reason for that. So DaVinci, can you please show us your exact price targets for Dash and also your strategy on that?
Well, you can see we just came off from a huge blow off top on Dash. And it's going to be a while before it actually gets back up here, but it's Dash is not going anywhere. They're very well marketed. They are selling the product very well, and then they have this product. People are using this product in Venezuela and in countries where the currency is very distressed. They're producing different applications, right, to help push this software into the right direction. They have a good marketing team. They have also a development budget, which help produce applications faster and with better quality. So that's why I like Dash, and it doesn't mean it's going to be successful, but I think it has a very good chance to do so. With that said, you can see that the 38.2 level, just coming up to the 38.2, is multiple levels of doubles here. From this price down here, that's 18. Let's just say, what is it? 1.8 million sats. 1.8 million sats, or 0.01.
1.8 mil is good. 1.8 mil is good.
Bitcoin.
That's like a 3x from there.
Yeah. We can get one. We get off like one. We get off at least one double, if not two, all the way up to at the 38.2. So I mean, this is an easy, like, you get your bitcoins back. You get twice as many bitcoins off of this, just coming up to the 38.2. So I really like this this name. I don't like the fact that it has broken to a new low here as it's broken down. I would have liked to see a nice W action here. So you might want to like hold the barn, because it might do another low before it actually starts to turn around. But buying down here, there's nothing wrong with that. We are at you're buying closer to the bottom than you are at the top, and you have you have blue skies ahead eventually. Mm-hmm. If you want to, for example, time the market, you can always wait for some sort of WE action to come in before you actually buy, and then you buy right about here, wherever the W's, and then you can profit that way. But that's up to you on how your trade, how you want to do your trades. And so that's the market for today.
Sounds amazing. So also for putting that into a smaller fractal, for Dash, you are actually very, very bullish on the fundamentals point of view, because of the applications they are doing, because of the strong marketing they are doing. And from a TA point of view, you are also partially bullish, maybe even looking for a 3x measured in Bitcoin. But also as a message for the Dash team, if you are watching that, guys, please push your marketing a little more. If you are looking at way more shady projects as Tron, I mean, they have crazy marketing and not everything is correct, but look at that guerrilla marketing and look how they perform actually, also against Bitcoin sometimes. So maybe take that, make it in a more legit way, and make it more aggressively actually. So that would be actually very great to see, to get DaVinci a new pair of shoes with his big Dash holding. So DaVinci, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, and also for everyone now watching, we will share all those trading setups in Telegram, so make sure you join our Telegram group. The link is, as said, on the top of the description and in the pinned comment. Before we wrap up today's episode, DaVinci, we will finally see each other again, like in 48 hours, not even, like in 40 hours. Man, I can't wait for that. I really can't wait for that. So we will actually meet up in Barcelona. We will be in Barcelona, in Marseille, in Mallorca, in La Spezia, and in Rome. So if you are watching and you are in any of these cities, you can feel free to also join our Telegram and hit us up, and maybe we can have a cold drink with our lovely followers. DaVinci, is there any last thing you would like to say about anything before we wrap up today's episode?
Actually, you know what? Do you mind if I just show one last thing to everybody? I'll be really, really quick. I know please. We're running out of time. But
yeah, we have to publish in 10 minutes.
Mona coin. Oh my God!
Don't buy this. Don't buy, guys.
I had this. Yeah. You're not buying up here. Please.
No.
Don't buy.
Don't buy.
But I made 6 Bitcoins because I had a sell order way up here, and right up here, and I was like, what?
Nice.
I wish Coinigy normally sends me alerts whenever this happens, and whenever I receive a sell order, but I didn't get my alert because if I had, I would have sold everything up here because I only sold half of what I had up here.
That's nice. So why are you holding big bags like of nearly 6 figures in MonaCoin, DaVinci? I mean, I didn't know what you will be talking about. I did not even want to hear that you are holding so much MonaCoin. But congrats to you. So DaVinci finally got some new pair of shoes money, and we will have a great time on the cruise. And also you got something back from your very, very expensive flight tickets. So that being said, guys, make sure you also check out Pandora's wallet. The link is in the description down below. 30 days free trial. You can even extend it to 60 days. So that's a no-brainer. Just check it out. Try it out. You can trade from there. You can store your Bitcoin. You can store your altcoins. You are holding your private keys. It is really a no-brainer. A huge amount of value being given to you guys. So make sure you check that out. Also, Pandora's wallet link given down in the description down below. And that being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing, commenting, coming back to our Telegram channel. Also very important, the YouTube platform will most likely change the algorithm very, very soon. So make sure you hit that little bell button below the video, because otherwise you will likely miss out on our videos. So hit the bell button right now and you will not miss out on our next videos. So it will be a lot of things coming up, especially during the next days. So DaVinciJ15, thank you so much for coming back. Any last words to say? Maybe 3 different words?
Yeah, just quickly follow me on Twitter at DaVinciJ15 and YouTube DaVinciJ15. And hey, you know what? I have oh my God, I forgot my Fitbit today.
Next time.
DaVinciJ15 on my Fitbit. So
yes, everywhere, all the links are given down in the description down below. So that being said, guys, do not get wrecked. And as always, bye-bye.